Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 692. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and would like to help support the growth of my channel, you can do so by sticking around, hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. My current goal is 500 subscribers, so I can have access to offering channel memberships. So if you do decide to subscribe, thank you very much. One last thing, if you are interested in some free messages or a little bit of a free reading, see the description box down below. Free mystery reading, to be clear. So, before getting into these cards, of course, like always, I'm going to start with interpreting the number 692. The number 6 brings the ideas of unconditional love. It can also be linked to the devil, with, like, in terms of the tarot interpretation, which represents an unhealthy attachment. It could be an unhealthy way of thinking, feeling, expressing yourself, or it could be an unhealthy relationship or job, something inside or out that needs to be released, there's an area here that needs more self-love to help you release something that is unhealthy. A big message here is knowing, understanding, respecting your own worth and what you deserve. You deserve to be at peace inside and out. Life can be harmonious and it can be easier. We just have to make room for those times when it's not so harmonious and things are a bit more challenging. Yeah. There could be some self-worth issues that really need to be worked through, and I think a good place to start is knowing that you deserve something. My mind went blank. That happens sometimes because I have ADHD, and when it comes to my readings, I just believe that happens for a reason. So the number 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. When you believe in yourself more, when you trust yourself more, express yourself more, it really helps others do the same. You do have the potential here to inspire. It just first starts with inspiring yourself. What keeps you motivated and committed? And what are you motivated for and committed to? Yeah. With the number 6, it's also on the Lovers card. That card does have the zodiac sign of Gemini. And the Lovers represents a choice. Stay committed or time to let go. There's something here that you're committed to, inside or out, that's not healthy for you, that is time to let go. And I think, there's something very purposeful about this journey, whether you see it or not, because it is our connectedness that makes us powerful individually. And the number 2 is about balance. Confirmation here that something really does need to be release. And I feel like it's these self-worth, I don't want to call it issues because it might come off as a little harsh, but I don't know. Just some self-worth challenges. I know what that's like, and it could run much deeper than you may know, or maybe you already know. But either way, it's more reason to value yourself in the way that you deserve. It's important to forgive and let go in some way for your highest good, whether it's, the universe or something that you can't control, or another person or yourself. Something that needs to be released for someone, depending on your situation. Also, don't suppress any feelings that you do have. Healing is a balance of expressing yourself and then changing your perspective, not being so stubborn to the point that it, turns into treating yourself in a way that you don't deserve. 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. If you've been around my channel, you know that 8 is about letting go and remembering how connected we all truly are. Someone might need to hear that loss is an illusion. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transformed. Feels like there's something significant here about working with light energy, or even just recognizing it. Someone here could feel called to be a light worker. If you do, it's important to learn how to fill your own cup first before trying to fill others. I'm hearing I want to be a billionaire so bad, which comes from another Bruno Mars song. I say another because this music has come through already before. And every time I close my eyes, I see my name in shining lights. Someone here might want to have a more luxurious, stable, free life. And you do deserve that. You deserve your dreams. And that's why it's important for you to overcome any self-worth issues, to let go of speaking to yourself and treating yourself in ways that you just deserve and wouldn't, speak to or treat other people that way. I'm a strong believer, I have always been a strong believer in the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. But not only should you have empathy for others, you should also have empathy for yourself. So treat yourself how you treat others. Make sure the bar that you're raising for others is a standard that you're also setting for yourself. It's important to be honest with yourself, but balance that honesty, that truth, with compassion and warmth and understanding and patience. Sometimes change takes time, too. Someone here might need to learn how to be a little more patient for their own well-being, because you deserve it. I'm kind of getting like a truth that needs to be balanced with compassion, a specific one. So maybe if one came up for you, pay attention to that. There's so much focus here on recognizing how connected we all are. I think someone's spirit guides, the universe, wants you to have a deeper understanding of spiritual things like energy and frequencies, that type of thing. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. But I'm going to move on now to do I want to wrap up this reading, or would I like to draw another card? We'll do 2 cards. So I'm going to start with one from the Secrets of Tarot by Hinkler Books. This was my first tarot deck ever. I just saw the 10 on the timer. I'm going to use this card to see what your current situation is. And your spirit guides really seem to want to chime in on this. They really want me to know what is going on for you that is related to self-worth, purpose, and balance, harmony. So I have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. It says no rewards in the reverse position. It also says distractions. In the upright, it says hard work, diligence, and perseverance. This card also has the number 7 on it. Oh, let me get a drink of water real quick. So in a reading recently, there was a strong reading about the devil, and I noticed the pentagram on it. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff, but I know that when it's upside down, that's when it's like, you know, evil or whatever, you know, not good. And when these cards are in reverse, these pentacles have upside down pentagrams. So it's almost like the position of the card, it almost, I don't know, like shows me a whole new reality or perspective of, you know, the upright meaning, if that makes sense. So let's start with, well, actually, yeah, other than what I wrote on the card, the author wrote work frustrations, hard work needing to be done either at work or a situation in life. Someone here wouldn't doubt if you're experiencing some frustration. I'm seeing the number 12 on the timer. Been seeing that a lot lately. 1 + 2 is 3. Healing is coming through strong. Maybe that's something that's going to take hard work. Healing. There could also be something that you worked hard on that you feel disappointed, or it could be both, where like there was something that you worked hard on and now you're kind of disappointed because you have to do more hard work and it's frustrating, and that's valid. It's definitely valid, but use your frustrations to fuel you and to empower you instead of restrict and disempower you. Frustration and anger is a powerful energy, in my opinion. Passion is powerful, and so it's important that we listen to it, but also make sure that we're constructing a reality with it that is built on stability and having a sense of stability from within. Part of it is definitely valuing yourself, believing in yourself, and trusting yourself. So it's like there's this inner foundation that needs to be repaired, and this will manifest as an external foundation that will be prepared. Something happening at home, a living situation, a certain relationship that's close to you. Your hard work needs to be on within. For somebody, this could be the type of hard work that, like, the universe knows you're a hardworking person, and it's like it's saying that this is a time where you need to tap into that strength and be hardworking for yourself, your future, your well-being. It's so important to have a strong and healthy relationship with yourself. It's what helps us learn and grow. Don't be hard on yourself. You deserve more respect from yourself than you allow yourself to have. You're allowed to be proud of yourself and to appreciate whatever makes you great. There's something about all of us that makes us great. And you're allowed to be proud of your own greatness. Because I'm sure you really see the greatness in others. You deserve to see it in yourself. too. But you also deserve to know your darker qualities, those sides of you that can hold you back. Building confidence, self-efficacy, it takes time and reflection and healing and being honest with yourself, giving yourself the truth, the honesty, the love, and the peace that you've always deserved. I had the reaction I did whenever I saw this card because it reminded me of when I was talking about patience, when I was talking about the number 692. Since this is more focused on self, I feel like this is more about being patient with yourself. There's something here that you are grieving, no matter how long ago it happened. And you need to allow yourself to grieve. Be kind to yourself. Don't put your future, don't trap your future in an all or nothing mindset. Not with the universe, because it won't work. That's not how the universe communicates. The universe needs you to use your voice. Use your intention. If you're into praying, definitely keep doing that. If you don't know how to pray or communicate with the universe, I really encourage you to look into that, because they really do want to connect with you, and they really want to help restore your faith, not only in yourself, but also in life and the world and other people. But that first starts with restoring that within yourself, and you deserve to be focused on yourself to do that. You deserve to be restored to who you were. To put it bluntly, as I say, before the damage. And I know that's maybe not the best way to put it, but that's really the best way that I can describe it. After the trauma. I've had trauma, so I feel like, I don't know, it makes me feel a little bit better about explaining it that way, but I just hope it doesn't come off as offensive. The color red here could be significant for somebody. It might be, but it's subtle. So pay attention to the color red. For me, it's connected to your root chakra. It's all about security and stability, your sense of security and stability, and, definitely how that, reflects outwardly. It's really time to, I want to say, come back home, come back to the basics, focus on yourself, and allow yourself to have a more mundane routine, to have things be more predictable. You deserve that, especially if you are really wrestling with the unknown right now. You might feel frustrated about not having rewards that you feel you deserve, but that doesn't say anything about your worth. I just think it says more about how you communicate. I'm not trying to call you out, but I have to be honest. It's important to be clear about how you feel and to voice that and make yourself heard, and always seek help and support when you need it, because it's out there. Recognizing that you need help and asking for it is only half the battle. It really is. No matter how long this journey feels, always take it one step at a time. There's an analogy coming through that, I love when it comes through. Say you want to walk from point A to point B. You have to take every step there to get there. You can't skip any steps. And that's kind of like the journey that you're on. It's important for you to accept where you are right now, who you are right now, definitely who you are right now. You're not here to be perfect and all light and love, You can have a little darker qualities, we're allowed to be upset and not okay. All of us have our light and dark qualities, and it's important that we understand them and how they impact each other, and, the collective light and the collective darkness. What energy do you want to contribute to? Darkness or light? Make a choice and then start investing from within. Strong energy on investment. Remember that the longer, the harder that you have to work for something, the more it's going to pay off. Your hard work, not only in your healing, but through everything you've been in life, it can and will pay off if you allow for it, if you make room for it. Give permission to believe in it and trust it. To believe in and trust yourself to make it happen. You can make it happen. You're powerful, so never tell yourself that you're powerless just because something specific isn't within your power, is the best way that I can explain it, because you don't deserve that. This devil energy coming through with, the card being in reverse and having the pentacles on it, the whole thing that I explained. I feel like the temptation here is to self-destruct, to run, to escape. Maybe it's important to understand your anxiety more. Your is that fight, flight, or freeze response? Anxiety is important to understand, because it's not totally a bad thing. It can be easy to see that way when you deal with it a lot when you shouldn't be. But it's okay to feel a little anxiety sometimes, and it's okay to feel it a lot sometimes. It's just important that we learn how to manage it. Anxiety is normal. Fear is normal. And I really feel, as I told someone recently, that we're all being called to change our perspective on the more challenging, darker things about life to work for us rather than against us. There's a better way that we all can go about making the world a better place. And I believe it first starts with making our inner world a better place and allowing that to speak for itself through how we think, how we feel, and how we express ourselves. Hold yourself accountable for how you express yourself and feel. Because I think, we all can be leaders and we all can be followers. For sure. I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from this box of cards, which are cards that I made myself, if you didn't already know. Wow. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm looking at the number 77 right now. It says, focus on what you have done. On the back of it, we have the year 2017. That could be significant for someone. Totally doesn't have to be. I just felt called to write it. You might feel called to automatic writing. Maybe you already do it and you don't know yet. I know that's what happened for me. Let's start with talking about the number 77. Some part of me felt I was going to see sevens on whatever card I was going to pull out. So that's clear confirmation for me that your focus here needs to be on wisdom, learning, growing, being the student. So that way one day you can take everything that you've learned and be a teacher and make a difference. You can make a difference. Believe it or not, there are people who have felt what you're going through, who are going what you're going through, and probably will go through. It's just important that you're there for yourself and that we're there for each other. Asking for help, okay, I have something interesting to share. Asking for help does not make you weak, okay? What really made me feel better about asking for help or support is, what am I trying to prove? Who am I trying to prove how capable I am of going outside of my comfort zone and doing this thing? There's no reason to be hard on myself, to make things harder on myself when they really do not need to be. Maybe there's something here that you could use in your life that will make things easier that you don't allow yourself to do or use or something like that. Maybe something more modern. It doesn't have to be though. It definitely doesn't have to be. 7 plus 7 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. That's change. That's transformation. You really are being called to transform, to focus on the inner transformation and weathering the inner storms and getting to that, rainbow. For someone here, I do feel like a rainbow. It makes me think of a dog. It's because of something that I heard. There's someone, I feel like I know who this is. There is a pet coming through for somebody, a lost pet. And I really, really think that they are there for you in spirit. If you still feel connected with them, you still feel connected with them for a reason. That connection is still there. Connection to me goes beyond reality. Give me 1 second here. Oh my gosh. And this water, this cup of water that I have, it was sitting on this deck of Magical Dogs Tarot. Maybe I'll use that deck soon. I've been thinking about it. There's some magical energy here about a past pet. I'm not sure why they're coming through. I feel like they just want you to know that they are present with you. And you feel them for a reason. And I also feel called to talk about Charlie. You know who you are. Because Charlie and the Chocolate Factory does stick out to me. That name has been sticking out to me a lot. I think they both want you to know that they're there, that they're present, that you can communicate with them and connect with them. You just need to create the channel to make it happen. And the only way to make that happen is to grieve and to change your perspective on loss. Let's put it that way, just in general, because it makes sense that I'm talking about hardworking energy, because I do believe you are a hardworking person and you deserve better. And no matter who's watching this, I really, really do hope that you all find the support and the answers that you need, not only for the greater good, but because you deserve them. All the answers that we need come, they're within ourselves. Like the answers about life or death that come down to belief, that's about you and how you feel about it, how you experience it. There's something magical here that you can do with what you went through. This focus on what you have done. Being a hardworking person, you know, everybody who's watching this, it almost really highlights how much you undervalue yourself. Again, not to call you out, I'm just being honest. But you do deserve to value yourself more. And I feel like some part of you might know it. And it's okay to acknowledge that. I just think the universe, your spirit guides, no matter what you went through, don't, like the things that you can't control that really just upset you and can be hard to cope with. I don't think the universe and your spirit guides want you to take that personally and to look more for your answers from within than from outside of yourself. Now, that's not saying you can't ask for other opinions and seek advice from other people. I just want to put that out there. I just burped because I ate a little while ago. But burping for me represents something here needs to be released. There's a real tense energy here, anxious, maybe sad energy that needs to be processed, of course respected, and worked through, transformed. There's darkness here that needs to be transformed into light, or there's too much focus here on your own darkness that you're not seeing your own light anymore for somebody. It's interesting that the focus here is strongly on wisdom, learning. It feels like it's also focused on like just spiritual growth in general. Someone here is definitely being called to develop their spiritual gifts, to realize and embrace their spiritual nature and respect it as well. That's another part of you that deserves more respect. Definitely focus on self-love, pouring into your own cup, giving to yourself, putting yourself first. I feel like there's a huge opportunity here for someone to deeply heal the relationship that they have with themselves, that they have with the world and their experiences, in a way that's freeing and liberating and doesn't have to feel as hard and as frustrating as things are now. It's just all about giving yourself permission.